For all the fanfare and pundits and finger-pointing that has been going on for over 2 years, we were able to seat a jury of her peers who confirmed they could listen to the evidence received in court and determine the facts and apply the law. A conditional discharge is not appropriate. And the second option of leaving you in the detention center would be giving you a pass you do not deserve. I did not hear you take accountability in your allocution. You said you were sorry. You were sorry, but not you were sorry for what you did. You were sorry for and hope they can find peace. It was your attorney that had to tell the court that you were remorseful. You're hereby sentenced as follows. Stand.
In this video, you'll see Hannah Guiterez, the Rust Armorer, being sentenced for the incidents which happened with Alex Baldwin. Keep on watching until the end and I'll explain the legal position in this case.
I am sentencing you to 18 months of incarceration at a New Mexico Women's Correctional Facility. I find that what you did constitutes a serious violent offense. It was committed in a physically violent manner, a fatal gunshot, done with your recklessness in the face of knowledge that your acts were reasonably likely to result in serious harm. You were the armorer, the one that stood between a safe weapon and a weapon that could kill someone. You alone turned a safe weapon into a lethal weapon. But for you, Miss Hutchins would be alive, a husband would have his partner, and a little boy would have his mother.
So as you can see in this video, Hannah Guiterez was sentenced by a judge in New Mexico for the Rust shooting, which occurred. If you don't understand the court process, essentially sentencing is done at the end of trial, and it involves a lot of the victims in the case being able to present their view and give an insight into the experience and the negative effect that the crime has had on them. That is what occurs at sentencing. So you'll get people like the victim's sister, you will get other individuals who knew the lady who passed away, giving their perspective on how the tragedy affected them. Hannah Guiterez, for those who don't know, was a Rust armorer who should have been checking the gun that was provided to Alec Baldwin to ensure that there were no live rounds which could have caused harm to anybody in that film set. She should have ensured that it was safe to hand to Alec Baldwin. And for those who may be unaware, Alec Baldwin is also going to face trial. He's also facing a trial himself, and Alec Baldwin is a well-known actor in Hollywood who has starred in several big budget films and is considered quite successful, even though he's somewhat of a regular news story in New York where he is based. So the judge in this particular case would have to decide whether she was going to sentence Hannah Guiterez to a range of different sentences which could apply. For example, she may have decided not to even send Hannah Guiterez to jail at all, might have sent her to something of a reformist institution, which is not exactly considered, for example, a state prison, etc. But the judge, for the reason which he gave, stated that it was in the best interest of justice. It was in the best interest of justice to sentence Hannah Guiterez to prison. The fact of the matter is that a person's actions, when presented in court, can determine what their sentence is. A fact or judge in this case will be looking at, for example, does the individual show they are remorseful for what occurred? Do they show contrition? Have they tried to make amends or show accountability? If they don't, if they may be considered arrogant or may seem as if in their view it's no big deal, or they feel that they're trying to absolve themselves of guilt, a judge is unlikely to look kindly upon something like that. And this is probably why Hannah Guiterez got jail time in this instance. So if you like my breakdown of the case, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.